So tonight I was looking around for a hardware unit for NAMM to see if there was something that could run NAMM in a pedal format, and I was looking for like an open source type of processor. And I ran into the Mod Duo Dwarf, which runs AidaX, and this is really the only thing that I've found that's kind of along those lines. And I thought it'd be super cool just to have basically two pedals for a gig for guitar or bass, and so you would have like one pedal is your processor for NAMM or AidaX, and the other is just powering it. So yeah, the Mod Duo does that, and it's pretty awesome. It's really amazing stuff. So, is it better than NAMM? It's hard to say because NAMM is more popular right now. There's a lot more captures, like a hell of a lot more captures, and yeah, it's just more exciting, I would say, NAMM right now, and it's just developing at a faster rate. Whereas AidaX, I was looking at the community, and it seems kind of not so active, and people are, there's not so many captures. There's only like 49 or something, unless I'm missing out on a whole other website or something. But as far as I can tell on the message board, there's not very many captures, and there's only a handful of really, really good ones for high gain. So, but they're pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie, they're excellent captures. This is a Fireball. I'll just give you a sample of what it sounds like right now. Yeah, it works pretty good. Sounds just like NAMM, basically, like in terms of sound quality and the feel in your hands and everything. Works great. This app is actually much better than NAMM in terms of coding. It works lower CPU. It runs at 1.5% maximum, and NAMM is like 3.5-4%. So it's a lot better written in that sense, and just lower CPU. But it did crash on me when I was moving around on the IRs, so it's still in the beta stages, and there's still some bugs to be rooted out with this for sure, though. But the actual sound quality is really good. It runs low CPU, so I can run my audio interface at a lower setting. I was running it almost at 32 at one point, and it was starting to feel just like an amp at that point. It was really nice. But yeah, is it better than NAMM? It's hard to say, because even though it has the Mod Duo Dwarf, which is an amazing piece of technology, and I haven't tried it yet, but I really want to try it. And yeah, the only problem is that there's not many captures for it. So I think the smart thing for this company to do is to adopt NAMM and try to integrate the two of them. I mean, they're doing a good job at what they're doing, but I think NAMM is just taking off a lot faster, and it would just be smart for them to have both. People would buy the NAMM Duo Dwarf, and they could take the money and invest it into AidaX if they want to or whatever. But yeah, it's really cool. There's nothing wrong with this. It's just as good as NAMM, really, if not better. But it's just lacking the captures. That's the only downside. So tonight I made a folder for you guys. It's I'm calling it the free high gain pack. It includes AidaX and some of the captures, the high gain captures that I found were really those are the only ones really that were good enough to put into the pack. And there's only a few that I would actually use in a mix, but they are pretty good. And I've also got Birdum Denoiser. You guys probably already know about that, a lot of you, but if you don't, then I'll show you a little bit. It's amazing. I got Grease Smasher, and this is a boost pedal. These are boost pedals basically. So I'll show you what's going on. So Birdum Denoiser is awesome because it actually cleans up your tone while you're playing. It doesn't just gate it on and off. It actually takes out the noise when you're playing guitar. So it just cleans up your signal, and it sounds really good. The only problem I find with Birdum is that it does this kind of like closing sound when you stop playing. So you either have to turn it up and then you cut out a bit of your tone, or you have to use Reagate alongside, or I kind of ride the line of what I want to use. It's hard to say which one's better because Birdham cleans it up, but Reagate is just faster and it doesn't do that sound. If Denoiser could just clean up that sound when it closes the gate, it would be the end all for all gates. This would be the best one, but it's just that's the one issue. But yeah, so there's that. I got an SD1 boost. This works really good, actually. It doesn't look like much, but it sounds really good. I got the Greed Smasher. You probably heard of that. It's really good, though. And also, you've heard of this as well. Ignite Amp Benevolent Tyrant Screamer. You've probably seen this in a bunch of other amp sim videos and stuff. It's a classic. It works well. The reason why I was bringing up these boosts is because I was just going through all of the boost pedals, and these happen to be the best ones. So they do that sort of like Metallica gunk thing, gunk, Sad Butcher. And the other pedals kind of do it, but not quite as well. BYOD has a couple of good ones in there as well, but I've already kind of talked about that. But yeah, I'm gonna zip it up and put it on the Google Drive for you guys to try out this stuff, and you can give it a go. So yeah, that's everything. Have a good day.